Hello, my name is Jack Maddox and I'm presenting on the Japanese practice of Shinto. I chose Shintoism because I noticed a lot of Shinto themes and beliefs when I would watch Japanese anime. I did not know much about the practice of Shinto before my research, and I'm excited to share what I have learned with you all. Shinto is an ancient Japanese practice and religion. Shinto is deeply tied and intertwined in Japanese culture through daily rituals and the practice of Shinto as a way of life. Shinto has gone through many forms and is syncretized with many other religions, such as Buddhism and Christianity. I'm going to cover information on the practice of Shinto and share the details of a Shinto ritual dance called Kagura. Shinto is the indigenous religion of Japan and is deeply rooted in the country's history, culture, and worldview. It is a collection of spiritual beliefs, rituals, practices, and myths centered around the reverence for kami, spirits or gods, in the natural world. Shintoists believe kami inhabit various natural elements such as trees, mountains, rivers, animals, and objects. Shinto is a pantheistic religion as divinity is present in all aspects of the natural world. It is often viewed as a way of life rather than a formalized religion. Shintoists believe nature is sacred as the kami inhabit and protect the natural environment. Practitioners believe humans should live in harmony with the natural world. Purification is valued in Shinto, and the natural world is a place of purification. Shintoists practice many purity rituals, such as the washing of hands before entering a shrine. Shinto has ceremonies and festivals which are performed as rituals to maintain harmony with kami. Shinto values purity and cleanliness because this keeps practitioners in harmony with the kami. Shinto values harmony with nature through recognizing the natural elements and their associated kami. Shinto also values all life and recognizes its sacredity. Shinto values the respect of ancestors, as ancestral kami guide and protect their descendants and are revered. Purity is central to Shinto. Purification rituals are essential for clearing away kagare, which are any impurity or pollution one's being may have accumulated. Impurity comes from illness, immoral action, and especially death. Processes of purification, such as entering a natural body of water, return one to a state of spiritual purity. Once one is in an impure state, they can always be cleansed and made pure again. In Shinto, it is believed that one's ancestors pass and become kami. Ancestors are believed to remain with their descendants, protecting them. Offerings are made to the ancestors during festivals and personal family rituals. During the festival of Obon, the spirits of the dead are specifically honored through offerings, cleaning, decorations, dancing, and other festival practices. One of the most iconic pieces of Shinto is shrine worship. Shrines are sacred spaces that have been dedicated to specific kami. Shrines often have a torii gate, which marks the boundary between the sacred and the mundane. Shrines are typically built where a kami is believed to reside in the natural world. They are built as places to offer prayer, making offerings such as food or sake, and to perform purification rituals. Shinto has been through many different forms. In early Japan, it was practiced by tribal ancestors under the influence of ancient Chinese culture. Later, Shinto allied itself with Neo-Confucianism and created Suiga Shinto. More recently, in 1868, Shinto absorbed the imperial nation ideology, becoming State Shinto. State Shinto was established in 1868 during the Meiji period in Japan, and it refers to the joining of the state and Shinto for primarily political reasons. State Shinto centralized power, restoring the imperial family and the emperor as the symbolic and political authority of Japan. State Shinto also helped modernize and unify the Japanese people by having a recognized state religion. State Shinto was abolished after World War II in 1945. It was abolished by the Allied occupation in order to demilitarize and democratize Japan. During the war, State Shinto supported militaristic and imperial policies, leading to the aggressive expansion of Japan in East Asia. They did this to prevent the recurrence of Shinto ideals being used for nationalist and militaristic purposes. After State Shinto was abolished by the Allied powers, the state separated itself from Shinto, and the emperor was no longer seen as a divine kami. Shinto shrines previously supported by the government became financially independent. Shinto is still practiced today, but it is practiced more locally in communities. Throughout history, Shinto has gone through many different forms. Shinto lacks a sophisticated cosmological, ethical, and metaphysical orientation, and its roots have a loose and broad meaning. This led to Shinto evolving over time, going through many different forms. I've already mentioned above that it's syncretized with Christianity, Buddhism, and Confucianism. Shinto is deeply tied to Japanese culture in many ways. Shinto shrines are a place of community where people can gather for social gatherings, festivals, and celebrations. Shinto is tied to the Japanese language, and the name of many places are derived from Shinto beliefs. Rituals held at shrines, such as the sacred ritual dance of Kagura, also bring Japanese community members together. Kagura is an ancient Shinto ritual dance performed for the kami. It has been performed for centuries in the prefecture Iwate. Kagura is primarily a purification ritual, but it is also performed to invoke kami and as a form of popular entertainment. It is a combination of abstract choreography, gracefulness, and humor, along with representing cosmology and myth. Kagura dance is practiced through graceful ritualistic movements that are slow and deliberate. Music is used for the dance and sets the tone for the ritual and is used to invoke the kami. Performers adorn themselves in costumes like headdresses and robes. The costumes vary based on the ritual style. Offerings of sake, food, or other ritual items are something given during the ritual. Take kagura, take meaning elevated, is a kagura dance style defined by a formal, elevated, and ritualistic dance. Take kagura is typically performed in shrines for offerings to the kami. Take kagura performances more directly address the kami, and performers make sure to maintain utmost reverence and purity when performing the ritual. Take kagura was established around the late medieval period, around 1500 to 1600. Take kagura was almost destroyed during the Meiji government's era. At the time, Shinto and Buddhism were nationally separated, forcing take kagura dancers to become farmers and dance in secret. It is still practiced today, and it is sometimes performed at non-religious events for entertainment. Kami can be found literally anywhere. I know I touched on this above, but Shintoism recognizes the kami in every aspect of the natural world. Torii gates are the iconic gates you may have seen in the media that symbolize the entrance of a shrine. Once one becomes impure, they can always be purified and returned to a harmonious state. Shintoism has been practiced in Japan for a very, very long time and has changed and evolved along with Japanese culture. The length of time Shinto has been practiced has given the religion more than enough time to integrate itself into Japanese culture. Shintoism is syncretized with other religions in the past, altering the current state of Shinto today. It is most likely that as time goes on, Shinto will continue to change and evolve, integrating new beliefs or beliefs from other religions.